Welcome back to the O'Neill Ballito Pro, or Ballito Pro presented by O'Neill. And an exciting D.Lightfoot comes into the action. But first up and riding, it's going to be Luca and Wiggly from Peru. And this kid has got some good moves on him as he works that little left ball we've seen the guys exploiting all morning. The last maneuver. This is W.Dantas. So we've got back-to-back Dantas action out here, Scotty.
Yeah, absolutely. Good morning, folks, or good afternoon, depending on where in the region and world you are watching. Expect to be a firecracker affair, this one.
Here goes another exciting surfer with the blonde hair. This is J.Freestone. And, of course, Championship Tour surfer, as you see him just connecting those turns down the line, finishing strong. And we'll definitely expect a little bit of progression through the heat from J.Freestone, Scotty.
Yeah, of course, finalist last year, leveraging the points, valuable points he took from here to put towards his requalification campaign to get back on that championship tour.
That goes a bit smaller and you see a lot of lefts and a bit of action in the lineup. Here goes Wiggly, and can't really miss him. All those big turns he lays down the line, and finishing with an absolute punisher there, Scotty.
Wow, apologies to that wave on behalf of us and W.Dantas. Two-turn combo, we'll see what the judges do throughout that one. They've got a pretty good benchmark of what they're looking for. Expect that to be into the average category, I'd say.
Definitely look towards seeing who is going to go the furthest in this event, because they'll more than likely get the wild card. Goes the South African D.Lightfoot. You'll just watch this guy. He grew up on those groomed right-handers in J-Bay, and he is very strong on the front side.
Just got a little bit more on lockdown that the judges like, and we'll check out the replays and see what it is they like, but J.Freestone's not going to wait for that or his last score.
He's working it down the line here, and like we said, he's going to the air straight away. So we expect this from J.Freestone. He is one of the most progressive surfers on the championship tour, and he's got a little spark in his step this year. He's been getting some results, and this could be a year that we see him blow up. Like you said, he did final here last year in Ballito. He needed to do an interview for a TV show for him, and I was like, hey Jack, can we get you for the interview? And he looked at me deadpan and was like, no.
Expecting some big things for you as the competition goes on, pal. All the best, all right?
Yes, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Well, straight out of Wes, straight into Wiggly. He goes down, though. And shame, Wes, first time out here, he seems to be having a good time. And about the same time yesterday, we saw some of the biggest waves of the day coming through. And here goes W.Dantas. Big hack off the top and throws the fins out. Not going to ride out of that one, though. Bit of a smaller wave. As I see a little bait ball in the wave there, maybe our first sardines arriving.
Thinking about yesterday, and Ty Watson had priority for a long time, same heat as W.Dantas, and he just bullied him into having to hold on to it. Come back to that discussion though, this is J.Freestone.
Yeah, Jack up and riding, and we know what he's looking for down the line. Lovely little layback there, left his wallet way behind.
Certainly lessening his requirement. J.Freestone, some smart surfing here, a little tag to start. Did a drop wallet, but didn't fully commit to it because he knew there was another section, so really smart. So he managed to keep that lateral down the line movement to maintain the speed, and just the flare at the end.
Now, we've been waiting for Luca and Wiggly to get in on the action. He's been really quiet through the middle part of this heat. And this little left gives him a couple of soft turns down the line. Now it starts popping up with a little bit of wall as you see him moving towards that little dry rock on the inside ledge of the left. What are you thinking on that one, Scotty?
Show these variety, but picking up on Luca and Wiggly, this will be his best ride. It's a little slow and fat, so he just sticks with it to start with. Really just a couple of redirection turns to start, but it's all about this one here. Big windscreen wiper turn, linking straight into this one. So that's the one we love. Lovely commitment, puts his hand on the deck there, full upper body rotation.
I agree with you, Cam, because we're seeing a big paddle here from the South African D.Lightfoot, and he wants this right-hander. Takes off. Now comes around the corner into a beautiful little arc. And you can just see he knows he needs a score here, so he's going to go for the blowtail. And unfortunately, he just kind of disconnected from the board there. And he's looking so solid on his front side. As we see the J-Bay local up and riding, let's see what he's got on the front side. Nice little hook off the top, gets the second. So now working it under priority. I like the little vert climb there. And that was one of the smaller waves we've seen, but he put some good solid work in there. And this guy, Luca and Wiggly, he needs to put a big score down. So we see him going down the line. He is looking for that punch. You could just see him looking over his shoulder. And it is interesting how you can always just see from the body language when these guys are going to go to the air. And here we go, D.Lightfoot. Nice little hack to start things off. Goes up and over the top again. Two-turn combo. Can't really see that coming in on the scores, though. Not big enough. If we look at that recap, we just saw the power in those turns from W.Dantas when you compare the wave to D.Lightfoot, Scotty.
Messina here. Going to try and find that 9.1 he's after.
Yeah, he takes off. Lovely little first hack off the top. Drives the carve in the pocket. Now working his rail down the line. And this is going to probably be his best ride if we look at the heat as he goes on the attack. Now, we look at that wave. He got some solid turns. You could see the confident body language as he finished off there. He needs a 7.89.
Be Dylan's best ride. But this is the replay of Luca and J.Freestone. So you like this one. Nice little highline hit there. Comes around the section, much more power, a bigger hook and a lot more commitment in that one. Another little pocket turn there. Waits for this thing to stand up the inside. Lovely little hook. Looks so compressed. Gets back on that hillside rail and gets back up again.
As we look at a wave for D.Lightfoot as well. And this was on the other side. I like the first turn from Dylan. And then building it down the line. Goes for the punt again.
Looks better.
And this time swinging it out, Scotty. Luca having a look at this one. And it goes under the radar of the two priority surfers. So now on the front side, and we've seen back-to-back scores. That one's not going to pan out for him. Panda really looking good. And now suddenly D.Lightfoot's getting in on the action. He's going to go for the air again. And not going to ride out of that one out after that left-hander.
Well, speaking of shouting, I'm sure there'll be a lot going in the judges' tent because what do we have? 5 or 6 waves just go down there. So we'll do our best to pull them apart. But
down to 8 seconds. So this is going to be a tight finish. And he is going to get a big score coming in on that previous ride. And unfortunately for him, he's not going to get a backup.